What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 611 podcast. I would love to welcome a very, very great friend of mine, Freddie Freeman. Freddie, welcome to the 611.
Yeah, what an introduction. So I appreciate
that.
that.
Bro,
Thank
man,
you.
Welcome.
Why don't we just go there?
What's that?
What happened with the golf cart and the bottle of wine? That's all I want.
Well, that kind of goes through all the dancing and stuff.
That does. That goes through the dancing. That goes through because like I said before, James, like we know Freddie.
Yeah.
And that Freddie is a party in a box, bro.
Yes, he is.
They don't really understand that. So like when that whole thing with the worm took place and everything, first things first, I want to say the way you walked into it.
Well, I was dancing into it.
And then, he just like sunk and just melted in. I was like, yo, come on, bro.
Yeah. So the whole thing,
it.
you know, like at parties, they do the circle dance. Like,
yeah.
You know, and people, and like, for me, I was sitting off in a chair, just watching, having fun. You know, we had the parade that day. So then Mookie had a party at his house and we were all over there having a good time. And I'm just sitting here like this and just enjoying and watching everybody have fun. And then the circle gets going. I'm like, oh, geez, you know, like sometimes it's awkward. You know, if people can't dance, it's like, oh, what are we doing here? And as you can see in that video, Kike is being Kike, having a great time, bringing life to everything. And they start egging you on, you know, egging me on because they know I can dance a little bit and move and things of that. So you can't be the not fun guy, you know, like you can't be that guy and be like, no, awkward, like don't do it. So I started like coming up and like moving and going with the beat. And I said, you know what? I haven't done this in years. So let's bring it. So I pull out you see me pull out my phone and I flipped it to Kike so I didn't break my phone. And I went right into it. And I used to be able to like do like room length. Like I could do it forever. And as you can see, I probably hit the ground like 4 times on that one. And then I ended it with like a little booty shake. And I had to do that because I was having trouble getting back up. And I needed to throw in a different move to make it look like I was still in control of what was going on. As I've gotten older, I can't do it as much and longer, but I hadn't done it probably in 12, 13, 14 years. So
man, bro.
I still got it.
Yeah.
People said they thought it was like AI. And I was like, that means you've done it good enough. You know? Like,
There you go. It's funny because like, as you say, you see the video. It's like you can see Freddie get up and he kind of, you know, he reads the room. He's like, okay, here's my lane.
Right.
I'm just waiting on that perfect moment, that beat, kind of walks up cool.
Yeah.
And like he just melts.
And just melted into it. Yeah.
I mean, to see a 6'5" worm across the floor, trust me, it's a sight. It's a sight.
You didn't know, like when I saw, I was like, I did not see that coming.
Right.
Oh, you've seen me dance.
And I've seen him do it. I've seen it live. I was like,
yeah.
I did not see that coming.
Just a big man hitting the ground and actually looks all right doing it sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
But it was fun, you know? And you do that once and everyone's excited about it and I got to go sit back down and no one bothered me again, you know?
You do it the rest of the night.
Can't beat that one.
Right. I have participated today. That's it.
Yes. So now to the wine and the top of the cart. So y'all trying to distract me. I know what y'all doing.
Oh man,
we tried,
Freddie.
We tried really hard.
We tried. So this was my 40th birthday.
Yeah.
And we are in PR in Puerto Rico. Shout out Ritz-Carlton Reserve over there, Dorado.
Great place.
Dorado over there.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And we had a golf outing, right? So first thing is that we had a group. Our group was all lefties.
Yeah.
So it was me, Freddie, Hollywood Cole, and then my buddy Bo Powers. Yeah. So we had the all lefty group going. And so Freddie and I are in the cart and we're just riding around. We're like, dude, what do you want to drink? Like we start ordering bottles of wine and we're getting flyovers, right? So they're running out wine from the clubhouse and all that kind of on the golf course. Now, you know, wine is probably not the best thing to drink
in the
on
afternoon?
A golf course
or
in the
the
middle of a hot sun. But like we just had it going, man. We had the music going and then we just had a breakdown just again, it was kind of like a party moment. And the next thing I knew, I looked up, Freddie's on top of the golf cart. Hey, wine is a hell of a drink on a golf course. A little wine, a little sun, little golf clubs, a little fun, I guess.
Little booty shake that you saw after the worm was what was happening on top of the golf cart.
Yeah.
You know, 16, you're about 4 hours into this golf outing, and we're already having a great time in Puerto Rico, and the liquid starts flowing. And
it was flowing.
And we had a good group. It's more about like when you're around people that you love and are having fun, and that's when the fun moments and come out. And you know, I'm sure we have so many. I mean, there are so many more other stories.
Yeah. But this is a family show.
One that comes to mind, but it's a family show.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, man. I want to talk a little bit about your Canadian background in winning the World Series in Canada. Tell us like a little bit, because we're going to get into some a couple of these games there, but what did it feel like, obviously, you know, having played for Team Canada in the WBC, and then winning it, you know, as the opponent in Canada?
Yeah, so it's special. So I think everyone kind of knows my story by now, but every time I go back to Toronto, I always have this little, you know, the butterflies kind of come into your stomach, because it's a place where my mom grew up and was born and raised and worked in office buildings in downtown Toronto and things of that. So you just feel a little bit closer to her. So I always seem to play pretty well when I go up there, and it's not about playing well. It's about just like, man, this is cool. I'm in a place where my mom, you know, was 50, 60 years ago. So it's just those little moments, and it just takes your mind off of like what you're trying to do and what you're trying to face. It's just like, this is cool. I'm in a place where my mom grew up, and you know, to be honest, when we won it there, like I didn't think like, oh, I just won in my mom and dad's home country. It was, we won, you know. But when now that you look back at it, and it's like, one, she has the best seat in the house, you know, obviously up there in heaven. And now I got to win it in a place that she grew up and was born. And that's like really cool and to think about. And in the moment you're talking about, like, you know, like media day, you're talking about it like before game one and all that. But then you like think about like, whoa, that's actually really, really special. And then my dad was in the stands, you know, my stepmom, who loves my mom just as much as we love my mom, you know, so. And my all three of my kids were there. Chelsea was. That's the first time all three kids were at one of my World Series wins. So Brandon and Max were finally old enough to make the 6, because it's a 6-hour flight. Most of the time you're playing on and like West Coast, East Coast. So it's a lot. And so there's a lot of special things that were happening, and to win it how we did also, but to be in the home country of my mom and dad and win a World Series, it's special, especially playing for the Team Canada for the last 2 WBCs, them cheering for me when I came out in game 1.
You're probably the only one.
You know, like
Right.
Like they appreciate, you know, like I care about that country a lot, you know, and like that means a lot to my family. It's where, you know, my parents were born and raised. They instilled in us. We always went to Blue Jay games when they were playing the Angels, the Maple Leaf games when they played the Ducks. You know, there's always little Canadian things that were happening in Southern California, and to be a part of it, and then the fans appreciate, you know, how I feel toward their country and their team, and it makes you feel good. It's just like the Braves, you know, like when you do things because you care, and like people resonate with that, and actually like, because I care about Canada, I care about Toronto, and then they let you feel the same way that how you feel, and it's a cool thing. And did I think I was going to get cheered in game 1? No, I didn't. And I would have totally understood, you know, like that's just how it is. But when you do it and you're running out there, like, I don't know if you saw it, like a smile went across. I was like, whoa, like, it's almost like the smile was like, thank you, you know, like I appreciate this a lot, you know. And then you sing the Canadian national anthem, game 1, game 3. And, you know, that means a lot. Yeah. Like, cause I remember one of my memories is we're at a Blue Jays game against the Angels. And I'm a young kid, probably 7, 8 years old, and the Canadian national anthem is playing because the Blue Jays were in town, and I was sitting. I'm just a kid, just hanging out. And then all of a sudden, it seems like the hand of God just kind of like rips me up, and made me stand. It's my mom making me stand up for the Canadian. So it's like those little things that you remember. And it's just respect. You just respect where people are from and where they were born and raised. And so it means a lot. But that's just, like playing for Team Canada. That's what I feel like I should do to honor my mom, who passed when I was 10. So that's why I do it. Most people don't know my dad is Canadian too. They just know my mom's story. But yeah, my dad was born in Windsor, which is right across the border from Detroit in Michigan. So he was born and raised there. And my mom was born in the Toronto area in Peterborough. So some really cool things. And then you win a World Series in that country. I know it. I'm sure the Blue Jays fans aren't too thrilled, but at least there's some happiness.
Right. They're like, we're not happy that we lost, but Freddie, he's cool. He's cool, right. So we can stomach that one.
We got a Canadian on our side. He's good. And if you haven't had a chance, Freddie, I'm sure you will, to talk about with your dad, because your relationship is beautiful. Winning, although it wasn't her team, that we got mom a championship in Canada.
Yeah, for sure. And she's watching, and you just try and make her proud every day, and, try and be the person that she would want you to be. So you just try and do that every day. And
I have a funny Canadian story. When we would go up to Montreal all the time, and on that side, the East Coast, they love to not speak English. They want to speak French. And, we're trying, it's young J-Roll days, going out to the club, and we show up, we're playing Montreal, we're athletes. They know what's going on, but they love to act like you couldn't get into the club unless you spoke French, because they didn't speak English that night. They didn't know the promoter's name. There was no guest list. And there's like, no. And they, turn around the block, and then you hear them cursing English. I would come back and I'm like, you mother. I would go in. Like, oh, so now you speak English. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, whatever, bro. But that would happen often. And they would love to say to me, it happened a number of times. I don't know why things happen to me. I go out to buy something and I use my card. It was like, oh, the Canadian dollar is worth more than the US dollar. It was like, I don't care. I just want the donut, the burger, coffee, bro, whatever.
Right.
Just give me some Tim Hortons and let me go.
I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. It's beautiful women, and I play baseball. I love Canada. Okay. Oh, Canada. Simple. I want to keep it simple, bro. But I love that country, man. It was a great time up there. But yeah, Canadians, you guys have definitely shown up in many ways that I think haven't been got a notoriety for. You just, and not that there's have to be Canadian, US, wherever you're from in the world, just being a person, but we do like to acknowledge, people from where we're from or our parents are from, because everyone's contributed into this entertainment world and making our lives better. So from me to you, fellow half Canadian, we like to thank our Canadians for making this world a better place.
Fellow half Canadian.
Fellow half Canadian.
Hey, I love Canada. Hey, I love Montreal.
Yeah.
It's a great place.
I didn't really get the opportunity to take in Montreal the way
I've only heard stories.
Young Jay, as have I. I've gone to Toronto, played in Ottawa, AAA.
Okay.
Where I got probably heckled the best I think I'd ever gotten heckled before. It's getting heckled in Canada is different, bro. It's different. It was different, man. I remember
that same guy would come to Montreal.
Yeah, that guy was in Montreal. So when Montreal when Montreal went to Washington, so there was the one story, I think it was Mike Cameron, right? It was Mike Cameron, and the guy was heckling Mike in Montreal, and I think Mike told him, if I hit a home run, you got to leave. And Mike hit a home run, and the guy's like, no, it's 2 home runs or whatever. And so Mike hit another home run or whatever. So I don't know if the guy left or not. But that same guy, because I remember seeing him, it was like on SportsCenter or whatever, when Montreal left and went to Washington, was in Ottawa. And I was in AAA, and he was like, Howard, I talked to Ed Wade. Howard, I talked to the GM. 7 years, Howard. 7 more years before you get to the big leagues, Howard. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere, Howard. You're going to be here with me. I was like, oh my God,
that's actually
bro.
really.
I was like, what am I going to do? Oh, and then I was getting it at first base by these teenage kids. This guy was like, Howard, you're awful, Howard. But it's like, It's almost like polite.
It's like polite.
It is.
It's so polite, like how it is. It's like, Howard, you're terrible. You're trash, Howard.
Yeah, and they add A at
But
the end of it.
yeah, it's like, oh yeah, hey. They're like, Howard, toss me a ball. So I toss him a ball, thinking, he might get off me. And he's like, thanks, Howard. You still suck. But I just leaned into it, bro. And like after the game, I went over to them and they were like super cool. So
there's
it's like
some good hecklers that
it
you
was
come
awesome,
across,
bro.
you know?
It was awesome.
Most of the time they're just like, can you just stop? You're annoying, man.
Oh yeah. So it was great, bro.
But I will say about hecklers, like, yes, Canadian hecklers definitely seemed a lot more polite. But what I learned is that when they say something good, acknowledge it. Acknowledge it, and they're done. Because half the time, and they'll tell you, half the time, even when they're 2 feet from you, because we don't give them the attention, they think we don't hear them. So they keep going on and getting louder and trying to say the most outlandish things to get your attention. So I've learned, and being an infielder, a middle infielder, I was insulated. So I heard a lot. I mean, I heard third baseman. Pat Burrow used to get it so tough in San Francisco. There are times I'd have to turn around and look at him like, bro, what are you doing? He looks at me looking like he's just shriveling out there,
Luckily, you guys had Holiday, Hamilton, Lee, and it'd be quick innings, so you could get back in from left field.
That's a good thing. But New York used to come at me so tough, and I'm like, you know what? That was a good one. And then all of a sudden, they become your fan for the rest of that game. So I've learned that when they say something good, just acknowledge it, because sometimes you have to laugh. You talking about the moments that get you away from, this at bat or I'm grinding. You hear something fun, it's like, bro, that was pretty good. Like, I don't know where you got that one from, but that was good. And sometimes it brings you back also. So shout out to all the hecklers, especially Canadian polite
That's
hecklers.
it.
7 years, Ryan. 7 years.
That's it, bro. It was. I mean, it was great. Like he was like 7 years.
You had Tomei in front of you, right?
I had. Yeah, Tomei was up there. Yeah. So he was like 7 years, Howard. 7 more years. You'll make it in 7 years. I was like, oh my gosh, bro.
That's a good one.
So theoretically, he wasn't far off.
No, he wasn't. Well, I was in AAA. So he was like, hey, bro, you got 7 more years before you get up there. So I was like, oh my gosh, man, this dude is crazy. But Freddie, so we have this segment, the banana boat ritual segment. So did you have any superstitions, anything that you would do like before the games, during the games, any kind of superstitions you would follow?
I guess if you would ask like Miguel Rojas and some of the guys on the team, I pee before the game at the same time every day because
that's timeout. That's weird, bro. At the same, how do you time your body that way?
So I'm really
I need a drink on that.
Yeah, so I'm really like routine oriented. So I'm like by the book. Like I walk into the cage at the same time, like before the game, like 3 hours before the game, batting practice, it's whatever, But once you hit like 6:30 for a 7:10 game, it's like kind of like I'm on the dot with things. And so a couple of years ago, they had played the song "Push and Pee," because no matter even if I didn't have to pee, I'd still go because the worst thing you guys know is wearing a cup. When you wear a cup and then you put it on and then you gotta go pee, you're like, that's annoying, Yeah. So it became like I made it part of my routine. I go to the bathroom at the same time and then I go put my cup on. So I guess that's a superstition, if you would ask. But usually
that was not on a bingo card, by the way.
No,
didn't see
most people don't. So a lot of the new players, when they come over, they're like, "What is going on?" Like it's the same thing every day. But I guess it would be 40 minutes prior to the game, like where like I'll start doing the same things on like timely things that I don't call that superstition. It's just more of, as like every day is pretty much the same. So you get into like, you're just routine based. So that's why like rain delays are tough. They kind of knock you off your thing, but I guess it's just more, I'm routine based leading up to it. And I since we're on a family podcast, might as well just say I pee at the same time before a game.
Right. There it is.
But like during the game, I guess if you watch me, I sit in the same seat. If you've ever watched me during a game, I sit everywhere. Every dugout is like there's a little seat for me.
Interesting.
Because I'm one to I don't look at iPads. I don't do any of that stuff during the game. I watch the game. I watch every pitch. I never miss a pitch. So I'm usually one of a seat like on the railing, and I watch. And there's like a cooler with a hydration drink and a water and a little towel that I sit on. And so I guess like as you peel it back a little bit, I got a few superstitions.
You don't realize it until you start listing the stuff off.
I don't think I do until you actually start. Wow, I guess I could keep going too.
No, I don't really do much. I just do this, that, this, that. And, no, it's just ritual. It's just routine.
It's just routine, guys.
Now that I think about it, maybe I do.
Yeah. So 40 minutes before, I'm usually routined, and then I sit in the same seat, home and away. So if you ever watch me in the game, like I'm sitting in the same seat for that whole series, and then at home I have my own little seat cushion that says.
Oh, you got a cushion.
Yeah, I got a cushion.
You got to have a cushion for
because
that.
They're hard benches and I don't move. True. So I wish it's worked. So I'm gonna keep it going. Don't make me, guys. You're getting in my head and making me want to change things.
No, it's working. It's working. You got people out here watching now. They're like, all right, I got to figure this out. I'm gonna start to get my routine.
Yeah, a lot of
together,
people are like on it about like, oh, like you don't watch the iPad, you don't look. I'm like, no, like I'm not gonna slow my swing down. Like it's the same swing I got, so I'm not gonna. The only time I look, if it's like a call that I thought was a ball and I get called a strike, I'm like, just so I know, and then I'll look at some other guys' pitches. I'm like, hey, did you have that same pitch? And so we look to see if that umpire's calling that pitch. So then I got to go foul that one off or something like that. So, but you'll never see me looking at an iPad. Really, the only time I do is when they bring in a new pitcher and the hitting coaches will bring over the numbers. And there's only one number I look at really on those things, and that's runners in scoring position percentages. Even if there's no one on base, I look at it because how I view it is your back. What are you going to throw when your back's against the wall? And if I'm walking into the plate, I can put the ball over the fence. So you're not going to just pitch me like 61% heater and 28% curveball, and you're going to
try to get me out.
Yeah. So when you see the difference between your normal percentages and runs, fastball is usually at least 20% lower, and then you'll see what their go-to secondary pitch is. So maybe they'll start. Those skewing.
Those the kind of analytics we were used to, James.
Right.
The eye test right there. Like, what are you throwing in this situation? What are you going to try to get me out with?
That's all I cared about.
There's a whole scenario when I was with the Braves in 2021. Jock Peterson's leading off, and he strikes out on a 1-2 heater up and away, and I'm hitting third. I come up literally 2 batters later. I get into a 1-2 count, and I'm like, and I obviously watch every pitch, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe he just had success at this. I'm going to look for the heater up and away, 96 up and away, and I hit it out to left field. And, he has a 62-mile-an-hour curveball. He has a splitter. He has cutters. And, I just sold out. And if you're sitting on the bench on an iPad or doing whatever, you would have missed it. So
you missed that.
That's like, there's been times over my course of the 16 years that I've played, there's so many times where I've caught something. I'm like, oh, okay, well, wait, that's the same sequence you've done twice in a row now, And like, so like, I'm going to start, okay, well, you just went heater away. Then you went cutter in, then you went heater back up, and you went change up down below to, let's just say, Shohei. And all of a sudden you just started the same sequence. And I'm like, now I can start going, now I'm maybe one step ahead of you. So and I think those are the things that some people miss when they're on the iPad slowing down their swing. When like you just popped up, like let's just say you popped up a 2-0 pitch and you went to left field and you come back and you're slowing down. You should know what you did wrong.
Right.
You just popped up a heater. Like I don't need to slow down if this is like what you're going to be able to go and think like this. And like, so whatever your swing is that day is what your swing is. We're not going to have our A swing all the time. So most of the time you're just competing. So that's the things that so that's where the sit in the same seat happened. And now it's just one of my things.
I'm gonna say that's a A+ swing if you hitting a 96 mile per hour pitch up and away. Out. Because like
just guessed right.
Because with Freddie's swing, like I'm just visualizing it up and away. I'm like,
hard to hit for me.
Man, that's a hard pitch for you.
Most of the time, I'm just trying to foul that one off so they would
to keep it going.
Yeah, to keep it going because the hit spots 3 times in a row. You guys know that's where we make our money. It's because they might hit it, you foul it off, and then they miss by 3 inches, and that's right into our honey hole. So that's most of the time. But yeah, for me, I watch every pitch because maybe I catch something that helps me out, later on in the game in a big situation, bottom 8, guys in scoring position, I need to get that hit. So if he does something the same, maybe I can take that into my at-bat in the next one.
So for all of our young viewers out there, watch the game.
Get off the iPad.
Watch the game. Stay locked. Freddie, I have a question for you. And I'm assuming that your answer is yes. You've tried the cheesesteaks in the visiting clubhouse in Philly, right?
Yes, it is.
Look,
You
I've
want to
been
know what
there.
my order is?
Maybe we're biased, but
he got the order.
Are they the best cheesesteaks?
They're the best cheesesteaks. And I walk in and I said, "What's up, guys? Good to see you guys again." They're like, "Chicken and cheese." I'm like, "You know it." And I do different than most people. I put A1 sauce on the chicken and cheese Philly cheesesteak.
Interesting.
Shout out Jason Hayward.
Yeah, I've
Interesting.
never. Wow.
Jay Hay put A1 on his too?
Jay Hay and I are big A1 sauce fans. So he does a little different now, but back in the day, he would put A1 sauce on his chicken cheesesteak in the.
Interesting.
And so I was like, that is great. So I'm chicken and cheese. And I used to, when I was younger, do like more than like, I'll do like 1.5. And now I get there and as I've gotten older, I can only eat like a half now because I hate feeling like full for games. Like I don't feel like, so I like to have like a little bit of like a hunger going into the game. Mm-hmm. So I only eat half a Philly cheesesteak now, chicken and cheese with A1 sauce on it.
Freddie's learned. He said, I used to be 1.5 cheesesteaks.
Yeah. As you get older, it's that 1.5 Philly cheesesteaks.
Right.
Whew, the pounds go on in Philly.
Home field advantage. Home field advantage.
And it's a great home field advantage for you guys because we'll never stop eating them over there.
No. As long as they keep serving them things up, they're going to give them out.
All day.
Because they have records over there, like some people who've eaten them. I think someone ate 10 in a 3-game series.
That was
Freddie.
Right. Yeah.
What?
There has to be a team. There has to be an individual
pitcher. That's not pitching. That's the only way it makes sense. It has to be a starting pitcher.
The team one, I think, is the Mets because we had Michael Conforto on our team this year, and he was part of that. They had a rain out, and then their flight got delayed. And then it got canceled. So they were at the field for like 10, 11 hours with no game. So they did like 110 cheesesteaks in that day.
Get the hell out of here, bro.
In a day?
Like as a team, in a day. So that's the record. Bro. The Mets, I think it's 2014 or 15 Mets.
That's wild. 100.
That's impressive.
But it wasn't before a game. I got to put that out there.
Regardless, that's
but
crazy,
still,
bro.
If you got like 4, that's like averaging almost 3 cheesesteaks a guy.
Yeah.
If you think about 40 guys, like 25, back then it was 25 players, coaching staff, and how many cheesesteaks and how much meat they're going through?
The individual record.
I think it was 10. I think the 4-game series was like 14 or something.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of guys have tried and they get to like 6 or 7 and they're sick, and they're just like, I can't do this anymore. Like, that Sunday day game, if you're trying to throw down a Sunday day game, like 4 cheesesteaks that day,
It's a wrap.
Just get it to go. Get it post game. Get one post game. Take it with you.
But yes, we've lost course again here, guys.
We thought we were actually good. It was the home side clubhouse guys taking care of us. Appreciate it. Shout out to the home side. I mean to the road, to the visiting clubhouse guys in Philly. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah,
right.
We'll keep eating them. There's nothing to stop. Every visiting player is going to keep eating, no matter what.
I love it.
All right, Freddie. All right, here we go. We can talk about your flair for the dramatic. World Series 2024, bases loaded. Game 1, I was there. One of the most memorable moments that I've ever got to witness. Walk-off grand slam, and then you come here and it's 2025 and everybody's sitting around. Now, I'm not going to lie. I left in the 16th inning. I was like, look, I have daughters I have to take to school in the morning and pick up. I'm on dad duty. I'm not playing. But a World Series game, you actually played 2 games in one night. So it was a doubleheader, an unscripted doubleheader. And once again, Freddie Freeman comes up in a big moment. And we saw 2 or 3 balls maybe 2 or 3 innings earlier that looked like they were going to the moon and only got to the warning track. But Freddie Freeman cuts through that thick, humid sky, what they call it, the marine layer that sits on top of Chavez Ravine, and you do it again. Walk us through those moments, like innings 10, 11, 12. Okay, then there's like, you know what is it going to take to win this ball game?
Yeah. So going into that, you're going back and forth. There's so many different aspects of that game. If you really there's so many guys getting thrown out at third. I think each team had a guy getting thrown out at third. play at home plate where Will block like a relay from right field.
Excellent baseball.
There's so many baseball-y things that happened, and then you get to the point where it's like I think everyone was like trying to end the game, and when you get into that mode, it's usually the bad at bats are happening. They're not quality, like keep it rolling at bats, and I think then you get to the point where like okay, let's bring it back down and like go back to the basics. Let's just get on base here. And in that at bat, I'm facing a lefty, and I had faced Lauer the previous two, so I had actually already seen a lefty for a couple at bats. So I'm feeling a little bit better. We don't face him that often, so the more you face him, the better you feel. And I was just trying to get on base because I'm leading off that inning, and I got to the 3-1 count, and I was like, you know what? He'll probably throw a sinker here, and I don't want to roll this over. Let's just like I'll take a strike because he's not going to want to walk me, so I'll probably get another heater and he throws a cookie 3-1. I was like, oh no, I just blew it, like I should have swung at that. But then I'm like, okay, let's go. Like we got to get on it. And you're not trying to hit a home run. I'm just trying to get on base, kind of like stay inside the ball and shoot it. And the previous two at bats, I had flown out to the warning track. I had lined one off like 105 at like 20 that I thought was going to be a double, and I was like. But so my swing, the confidence, even though I'm getting out, the confidence in my swing is coming back, because there was a couple at bats in like the first game of that doubleheader that day that I was like kind of pulling off, and I was cutting my swing and some pop-ups, or rolling it over. Even the base hit I had to tie that game was a curveball from Fluharty that I like reached out and just like hooked, which is not a good swing. I just luckily was able to get it. So my swing wasn't in a good spot. So luckily I had a couple at bats that, the Blue Jays didn't score, and I started getting comfortable in my swing. I was like, okay, now I'm backing the ball up and I'm letting it deeper and driving it. And for me, I was just trying to get on base, and I was able to, you're not trying to hit a home run in that situation. You're just trying to get on and, hopefully someone hits you first or third. We went on a sac fly, but those are the kid moments, just like in 24, you're always playing with like I had two older brothers. So you're always dreaming these like scenarios up with your brothers in the backyard and wiffle ball, and to be in this situation and having these reality moments of what you were doing as a kid in the backyard, and to have that scenario become true, and then to succeed in those scenarios. I mean, that's what we all live and dream for, and you just try and slow those moments down and take a deep breath and realize like, if I get out here, it's okay. Someone else can do and hit a home run too. So I think it's more about slowing down and just realizing, just put together your at-bat that you've done for 16 years. Don't do anything different. You've done all right in these 16 years, so don't try and beat anybody else, and just work the count. But a little different in 24, I went up there and ambushed it, right. And that was just a whole different scenario because I didn't want to swing at Nestor's, cutter sliders away. So that's why I looked heater in. And at that point, I was just trying to survive. I was trying not to like die on the field with my ankle and stuff. So I was like, there was so much more that I was just trying to play. I wasn't really trying to think about anything of like succeeding. I was just like, come on, don't hurt the team anymore. Come on, let's do something. So, but to have, and then they told me I was the first player to have 2 walk-off home runs, and we're like, who could have ever dreamt that when you're like playing baseball with your dad, he's throwing you batting practice, and then all these scenarios that come about as you just play, and it's just, you're thankful, like you really are thankful for this game of what it's given you. And, I try and treat the game the right way, play it the right way, respect the players that are playing it, who have played before me, who will play after me. I just love this game, and to be able to succeed in the biggest moments, I mean, that's pretty much a cherry on top to be able to play a kid's game your whole life. It's pretty special. And, I'm just very blessed to be able to do this. And, you meet people like y'all, and, and you become lifelong friends, and I think that's what's so cool about this game. And here we are. You guys have been retired for a few years now, and I know how long Ryan is. I know how long you've been retired. I don't want to bring up it because they start getting into people's ages, and you guys are old, so it's just, but that's what's so fun about this. We're like lifelong friends. And I think that's what's so cool about this game. And you obviously want to succeed in every moment, but baseball is a game of failure. You learn that. And, you just try and take every little moment that you create and have with your teammates and your friends and carry that on. And here we are, you guys have been retired for 10 years now, and getting to talk to us and keep it going and like reliving cool stories of when we played, and you guys get to be present now on the field and watching us. It's just so fun to see guys that have succeeded, won championships like y'all, and then we like the current players get to see y'all still. I think that's what's so good about the game now is how the generation that's already played before us and the now is so connected. And there's so many different organizations, and you got like the Players Alliance. You got so many avenues now where everyone's together and bringing baseball to everywhere, and we get more people to play the game. And I think we're doing a really good job. And this is always fun to do things like this. I know, Ryan, it took me a while to get on this, and I apologize. I had so much fun. We're an hour and a half into this, and it's fun.
Deep.
So I appreciate
but Freddie,
you guys.
You brought us some things, and you're 100% correct. That you've got to do that moment twice, and that was always the dream. And you would swing 3-2, and you throw it to yourself, and you pop it up. Oh, foul ball, or next game. And it was always until you got that moment right. You got to do it twice, Freddie, and that's the beauty about this game, and and how special those moments are for it to happen twice. They say lightning doesn't happen twice. Well, we got to witness it happen twice to the same person at the same field a year later, and ultimately with the same result, a World Series championship back to back. We failed, Rye. He's the winner.
We did. It's all right though. It's all right.
It's hard.
That was a long time ago, Jay.
And Freddie made sure that we knew how long ago it was. You guys been out the game 10 years. He doubled down on that. You're not slick, Freddie.
16 years ago, you guys didn't win back to back.
We did.
We just keep throwing in the years and let people put the ages
You guys do the math. You guys do the math.
Freddie, man, we appreciate you, man, coming on. We know it's rare to get someone of your stature on our show, but we have a good connection in Ryan, who, as we've talked about before we came on, how you ghosted him since May. So Ryan, I don't know how you did it. It was a bottle of wine. You threatened him with a story over a bottle of wine.
It was,
like I said, we had to call in all cars, bro.
Yeah. We're at dinner last week, and you can't say no to him in person.
No.
I can do it over he sent me a text in May. I didn't even respond. I'm like,
my battery died.
I forgot. I didn't. I thought I responded, man. It's not bubbled still.
Right.
Last week we were having dinner, and he asked, and I was like, you know what? Let's do it. So
yes.
And then you come here. It's like the gym. Like I don't want to go, but then you get there and you have fun. I compared you guys to a gym.
Well,
you
we'll
see
figure that out.
That's the next hour and a half.
He's still the enemy, and you hang with this dude. He's still taking digs at us.
I'm off the field now. I'm off the field now, so it don't matter. But it's all gravy, man. It's all about good people,
man. I need another ground ball with Freddie at first. One more time, just hit it to Chase, and I get to turn it. I want Freddie. Come on, Freddie.
I'll be yelling at you as I'm trying to get there because I can't.
You do. Actually.
I do because I can't make it to second base fast enough. So if I start yelling, I'm gonna get you. I do it everywhere. I'm gonna get you because I'm usually 15 steps away still, and maybe I can make it because I can't break up a double play. There's no possible way. You and I both know we ain't breaking up any double plays.
I would peel off early. I got off that expressway real quick. Made sure.
We were trying to end it, and here we are talking again.
Yeah. But that's what you do when you get with good people. You just keep going and you just continue to have a good time. And Freddie, I just want to say thank you for coming here to the 611 podcast. And first and foremost, bro, you are a true ambassador of the game. I wish that he is the perfect example of how you should go out every day, playing the game, play the game hard, play it the right way. Great things will happen to you. You're a great human being. You're a great father, bro. And I'm glad to call you a friend. Yeah. I'm glad that we've had all the experiences that we've had coming into Braves country, to dancing on golf carts and all the future stuff that we'll be able to do. But
I appreciate you.
Here at the 611, we've got a little gift for you, a little surprise.
Whoa.
There you go, sir. Go ahead and take a little gander at that.
Oh, baby.
Well, Ryan, being that I wasn't aware of this gift that we're giving Freddie, would you like to let us know what it is?
Yes, please. Show the people.
Oh.
Show the people what you want. Give the people what they want.
Harlan Estate.
Yeah.
I mean, top tier.
Yeah.
Well, now We got to have this together.
No,
No, time out, not
No,
together.
no.
You mean, am I included in this? Because
Oh yes, by all
I'm part
means,
of the
James.
611. All I'm saying is, Ryan, we need to get you out to LA, brother.
Oh no, would love that.
We got to get you to LA.
Ryan's been to the house in Orange County.
Hey, you gonna make me go back to old Howie? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It's not a 2-hour drive. It's a 4-hour flight.
Right.
But
Nice little 4-hour flight, but we'll make it happen.
All right,
We'll make it
bet.
happen.
Hey, look. The witness. It's been witnessed. We're having a bottle of Harlan at Freddie's house on the west side.
That'll work.
Ryan's
Done.
been there in
Done.
Orange County, so we'll make it all. Maybe we can crash your house.
You know, I mean, yeah, whatever. That works too.
Yeah.
I like to hang with champs with big swimming pools, you know? So I can be the first one in.
Ryan had a big swimming pool in Clearwater. Baby.
Yeah, you know how we do. You know how we do.
For sure.
Well,
So,
thank you
Freddie,
guys.
we
This was
appreciate
awesome.
you, man. Happy
Perfect.
holiday season.
Yep, you too.
And we look forward to what you're going to do next year. Is it back to back to back? Baseball needed the dynasty. It used to be the Yankees. Now it's the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yeah,
You guys
I
are
appreciate
the
that.
evil empire now. So take
Yes.
that role, embrace it, because
Run
baseball
with it,
needed
bro.
it. Baseball
Do it
needed you
again.
guys, and you guys have done it. So Freddie, from me to you, from us to you guys, we enjoy it. Thanks for coming on, brother.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.